What are we doing today? Well, let me show you. The old work truck out. Got Gravely's. Got a ladder. Why'd I got a ladder? Fixing to clean the gutters out of this home. Honestly, I've never cleaned gutters before, but this lady has been such a great client for us, and really I don't have anything going on. She asked us if we could come take care of this for her, so I'm just adding it to a little day I put together for myself. We actually did a full sod install here. Ripped out this lawn and put in zoysia middle of the year. This lawn's really looking fantastic. You should have seen what it looked like before. It was an absolute disaster. But she's been super thrilled with this lawn and been a good client for her. So I'm gonna get this ladder, and I don't know what other way to do it other than get up there with a blower and blow it out. I'm sure they make like an attachment or something for the blower. Haven't even dove into that yet, but I'm gonna get this taken care of for this lady, and that's what I'm doing right now. I'll be in touch in just a second. So that actually went off really well. The roof wasn't too steep or anything, so I was able to get up there and blow it off no problem. I want to know, how much do you guys charge on those of you that do gutter clean out for, let's just say, a simple one-story, pyramid type roof? It's very, very easy. What do you guys typically charge for something like that? I know what I'm charging, but I'm interested to hear about what you charge. I wonder if I'm too low or too high. Let me know. So I get the question pretty frequently about growing our lawn care business. Do I plan on adding more mowing to what we're doing? I've answered this in another video, but I want to speak into that really quickly and maybe offer a little bit of insight into those of you who are asking. So my lawn care business right now, it consists of 2 full-time employees running a route that is too big for them. Meaning that I, as the owner, operator of the business, I still jump in and am a revenue producing employee. So I jump in and I help out with the mow route on a couple days each week whenever they need that. So when I'm not mowing with them, what I am doing is I'm doing one of 2 things typically. I am selling work. I'm looking for upsells. I'm going out doing estimates. I'm doing things to pack in to the back end of our week and line up, hopefully a couple months of work in advance that's high profit work, okay? That's the first thing I'm doing, is I'm selling. The second is I'm doing high margin work, work that is higher margin than mowing, meaning that I will go out and you guys know that we do sod installations. So while the guys are mowing, I go out and will completely prep a lawn in the middle of the week to get it ready for a sod installation towards the end of the week. I can confidently say that I can go out and prep out a lot of work, a lot of square footage with a mini skid, the right bucket, the right grading tools, the right cultivator tools or Harley rakes, whatever. We just figured all that out, and cutting in those edges and stuff. So why would I do that instead of focusing on and adding more and more mowing work? Well, the truth is, guys, if you have a small lawn mowing business, you're primarily maintenance. If you got yourself and a helper or two, as far as the maintenance goes, you're going to settle in between $200,000 to $250,000 for maintenance work annually. Okay, that's reasonable. That's not completely killing yourself every week and just working 6 days a week. But that's also that's not taking it easy. I feel like that's definitely doable for somebody who is very motivated. But if I were to want to add more revenue, more profit margin to what we're doing, and I wanted to stay maintenance, I would have to add another truck, another trailer, more mowing equipment. I would have to get more employees, and from when we have pushed up into that $500,000 range for a year, one time it was like, man, I'm just not seeing the return, that and I know I need to grow through that, so I'm very aware of that. But it dawned on me, guys, just the way I am, I don't want to manage a big team of people. That's just how I'm wired. I love being an owner operator. I love having my hands dirty in the field, being the guy that does that. And I feel like I'm still able to leverage some employees, and have that kind of camaraderie and, do more work than a solo operator could by themselves. But getting back to the mowing and the sod thing, I just realized that, look, I can go out and prep a yard by myself, and we can do a sod job. And if it's a decent sod job, we're going to end up profiting in 1 to 2 days what it would take an entire week of mowing to do. So it was the path of least resistance for me to add sod installations. So we're able to, in essence, double our profit margins from a mowing standpoint, by doing sod installations. And the appeal of that for me is not having to make the investment in more trucks, more trailers, more office staff, and managing employees. Like I'm really not interested in doing that. So adding the sod installs and then some basic landscaping stuff was a good decision for our business. But, a smart person might ask, well, John, if you're making, in one sod job, what it can take you an entire week of mowing to do, why not just double and triple down on the sod? That's a good question, and I've thought about that before. But, I've done this, guys, now. We're coming up on year 8. And I can confidently say I will never get rid of the mowing, ever. Like, it is that important, because the beauty of this business is the recurring revenue. Being on clients' properties weekly, it just creates extra opportunities. Gutter clean out like we just did, a leaf cleanup like I just did. And you know what? If you're the person who is on there servicing their lawn, and they know that you do sod installations, you're going to get a shot. You're going to get a shot at that work. And if I was only focusing on sod installations, I know myself, and I would constantly be stressed worrying about selling the next job to make sure that I had enough money coming in to cover overhead and keep all of our guys busy. As of right now, I view sod and simple landscaping projects, I view that as icing on the cake. I live off the mowing. I run my business off the mowing. And if we can throw some great, sod projects and some simple landscaping projects onto what we're doing every single month, then that's just it's fantastic. And again, we can dang near double the profit of what we're doing by adding those additional services with the same crew and the same labor that I already have going on. So I want to follow up and end the video by answering the question, landscaping, sod, should you be doing that with your lawn care business? Should you focus primarily on mowing? Should you build the mowing up more? And everybody always says, it depends. I hate that answer. I feel like there is a right answer. And for most people, so I'm going to give you what I feel like is the right answer. I feel like you should start with mowing. I feel like you should really, really build that mowing up to full capacity, wide open. And then I think you should add yourself an employee or two, build that up to full capacity, wide open, then raise your prices, okay? So now you're eking out max profits. Take a little pause and then decide hey, man, okay, I'm kind of settled in at a really nice profit spot with mowing. Do I want to invest the money for more trucks, trailers, equipment, employees, and office staff, insurance? Do I want to do that to go to the next level? Or is there another path? That might be the time whenever you decide, hey, I really enjoy doing a sprinkler repair or irrigation installs, and that might be your thing, okay? That gets you to the next level with the path of least resistance. And notice how I said that's your thing, because what you don't want to do here is you're going to get extremely profitable with mowing, and then all of a sudden you see dollar signs, you're like, I want to add 1 million services. Don't do that. Just think about it, man. Just pause and enjoy your profitability in your mowing for a little bit and think to yourself, okay, what is the easiest way for me to get more profit out of my business? What does that look like? That answer might be different. There might be something that you enjoy doing that is outside of mowing. Pick that thing. Get really, really good at it. Do it for a year or two. Figure out how to get that extremely profitable. Now you got mowing maintenance, you have beauty of recurring work on the books, and you're dang near doubling profit by adding this other a la carte special service that you got going here on the side, man, you're in a good spot when that happens.